Lily, bursting with impatience, couldn't resist scribbling a note. "Something to tell you," and passing it across to Tara. Tara glanced at it and raised her eyebrows. "What?" Lily shook her head. She pointed at Geraldine in the front row, industriously bent over her maths book. Tara pulled a face. They both knew that Geraldine regarded note-passing as infantile. They were 12-year-olds after all, not babies. But this, thought Lily, was important, the only real piece of news she had ever had. She watched as the note slowly made its way, via Meg Peters and Janice Turner, to the front of the class. Carefully, keeping one eye on Miss Figgis, Janice dropped it on Geraldine's desk. Geraldine looked round, annoyed. She caught Tara's eye and fixed her for a moment with a hard stare. She then, with the utmost disdain, as if it was something unwholesome, picked up the note between finger and thumb and deposited it on the floor. Janice snorted and clapped her hand over her mouth. Miss Figgis was on her in an instant. "Something amuses you, Janice? Quadratic equations? You see the humour in them?" Janice said, "Sorry, Miss Figgis. Swallowed the wrong way." Geraldine rolled her eyes, but reached out with a foot and shuffled the incriminating note safely out of sight beneath her desk. The lesson continued, drearily, because there really wasn't anything amusing in quadratic equations, especially when you had an exciting tale to relate, until, by break time, even Tara was bursting with impatience. "So, what is it? What is it?" "Not here." Lily gave her a little push. "Wait till we're outside." "What's the rush?" demanded Geraldine. But Lily and Tara had already gone, racing across the playing field to their favourite spot on the edge of the woods, where not many people went. "Now," said Tara. "Tell." "Tell what?" said Geraldine. "You wouldn't have to ask if you'd bothered to read the note." Crossly, Geraldine said, "I don't read notes. You shouldn't be passing them, especially not in maths. You know what Miss Figgis said. She said, yeah. She said this was the 50s, and did I really want to grow up to be one of those silly little fluffy creatures who claimed maths was too difficult for their poor little brains?" "Well, do you?" said Geraldine. "Doesn't bother me," said Tara. "I've got fingers. I can count." Geraldine made an impatient scoffing sound. "Anyway," said Lily. Tara said, "Yes, anyway. What is it? I hope it's something exciting." "It's more kind of mystery," said Lily. Tara squealed loudly and delightedly. "I love mysteries." Geraldine raised her eyes to heaven. She was always very superior, was Geraldine. "Go on, then," she said. "Tell us whatever it is." "Well," Lily took a breath. "It was this girl. I was on my way to school when she just suddenly appeared. Just jumped out of nowhere, literally, you know?" Tara nodded encouragement. Geraldine said, "Literally?" "Yes. Out of thin air. Yes." Geraldine opened her mouth. "People don't—" "Oh, just be quiet," said Tara. "I want to hear what happened." "Well, nothing," said Lily. "That's what's so odd. She just stood there, staring at me. And then she asked if I was Lily O'Grady, and I said I was, and she seemed kind of puzzled, like I didn't look how she expected me to look. And then she said, 'Oh, rats.'" "Rats?" said Geraldine. "Rats. You mean, like she'd made some kind of mistake?" "Yes. She seemed quite cross about it." Geraldine nodded. "Obviously got the wrong Lily O'Grady." "But," Lily faltered, "how many Lily O'Gradys could there be?" "Loads, probably. If you look in the telephone book, I'll bet there's dozens." "But I'm not in the telephone book." "I know you're not. I'm just pointing out that Lily O'Grady is quite a common name. Not like Jasmine Appleblossom or Gertrude Witherspoon or